Let's face it, there's something inherently cool about a watch that can track multiple time zones. Whether you're a frequent international traveler, working with global teams, or just want to know what time it is where your family lives, GMT watches deliver practical functionality with undeniable style. But until recently, a proper GMT from a reputable brand would set you back a few $1,000s. That all changed with the introduction of the Miyota 9075 movement back in 2022, arguably one of the most exciting developments for affordable watch enthusiasts in years. This Japanese automatic caliber has democratized true traveler-style GMT functionality, enabling a wave of compelling timepieces well below the $1,000 price point. Before diving in, it's worth understanding the key distinction between GMT types. First off is the Flyer GMT, or True GMT. It features an independently adjustable local hour hand that jumps in 1-hour increments, ideal for travelers crossing time zones without disrupting the watch's timekeeping. The second is the Caller GMT. It adjusts a 24-hour GMT hand instead. The date window adjusts by moving backwards on the GMT hand crown stop. It's perfect for tracking a second time zone from home, but less convenient when actually traveling. We've assembled a diverse collection of both types, focusing primarily on the $500 to $1,000 range, where the value proposition is strongest. Each watch offers its own unique take on the GMT concept, from vintage-inspired designs to modern tool watches, with both Caller and Flyer movements represented. For reference, all watches were shot and tested on a 6.75-inch wrist, and we've intentionally kept our coverage concise as we have individual reviews of many of these watches on both our channel and website. And before it even comes up, we're skipping the beloved Seiko 5 Sports GMT SSK line for this guide, as it can be found well under the $400 price point online, though it still remains our favorite GMT under $500 for those on tighter budgets. So without further ado, let's get into it. Timex's evolution from department store mainstay to serious watchmaker continues with the Expedition GMT Titanium, a watch that barely resembles what we'd expect from the brand even 5 years ago. Building on the momentum from their True GMT James brand collaboration, this Caller-style GMT delivers impressive specs at a price point that demands attention. The 41mm titanium case features a matte bead-blasted finish with Explorer-inspired aesthetics, angular crown guards, and hooded lugs that channel serious tool watch energy, all while keeping the weight remarkably light on the wrist. Despite the modest proportions, 13.3mm thick with a 48mm lug-to-lug, this watch wears with substantial presence, yet it remains comfortable across a variety of wrist sizes. A bidirectional 24-hour bezel with 120 clicks operates with satisfying precision, featuring engraved markings that alternate between lines and numerals. The matte black dial keeps things utilitarian, with highly legible white indices filled with surprisingly capable lume. The blunted baton handset and bright yellow-orange GMT hand leave little doubt about this watch's Explorer 2 and Black Bay Pro inspirations. Beneath the substantial Expedition North text on the exhibition caseback sits Seiko's workhorse NH34 automatic GMT movement. While lacking decorative flourishes, this robust caliber delivers Caller GMT functionality with a smooth adjusting 24-hour hand, 41-hour power reserve, and better than advertised accuracy in our testing. Other practical features include 200 meters of water resistance, a screw-down crown, sapphire crystal with decent AR coating, and a silicone strap featuring quick-release spring bars. The strap itself is the weakest link in an otherwise impressive package. The perforated design is comfortable, but the keeper struggles to maintain position. At $549, the Expedition GMT represents Timex's continued push-up market while delivering impressive value. Los Angeles-based micro-brand Nodus has established itself as a value powerhouse, and the Sector GMT continues its tradition while being one of the first to capitalize on Seiko's affordable NH34 GMT movement. This latest generation takes an already solid platform and refines it to impressive levels, shaving off 0.6mm for an overall thickness of 11.9mm, among the thinnest cases housing the NH34 movement on the market. The 38mm stainless steel case strikes that perfect sweet spot between vintage charm and modern wearability, with a reasonable 47mm lug-to-lug that sits confidently on most wrists. The mixed finishing elevates the design, with radial brushing on the fixed bezel, lugs, and case sides contrasted by polished chamfers and edges. Under the flat-topped box sapphire crystal with blue AR coating, the dial delivers Sector-style functionality with a modern Bauhaus twist. A soft, slate-toned blue arcs across the lower half of the 24-hour scale, perfectly matched by the arrow-tipped GMT hand for intuitive tracking at a glance. Some might find the Arabic numerals a bit busy, but it does provide exceptional legibility. The radially brushed dial pairs with generously loomed indices, including the GMT scale, while the perfectly framed color-matched date window at 6 o'clock shows impressive attention to detail. The NH34 Caller GMT movement gets special treatment from Nodus, with an in-house regulation bringing accuracy to within plus or minus 10 seconds per day, significantly outperforming Seiko's own SSK models with identical movements. Additional features include 100 meters of water resistance, screw-down crown, and a comfortable steel bracelet with quick-release spring bars and Nodus's proprietary Nodus clasp. At $475, the Sector GMT is packed full of features that make it one of the best entry-level picks near that $500 price point. New York-based husband and wife team Lauren and Lorenzo Ortega continue their vintage-inspired success story with the Hyperion Series 2 GMT, their take on the classic jet-setter's watch infused with genuine old-school charm. It's also the first traveler's watch on this guide to make use of the aforementioned Miyota 9075 True GMT movement. The 39mm stainless steel case maintains Laurier's signature silhouette, a flat mid-case with long lugs that give it a slightly boxy, vintage tool watch presence on the wrist. Despite the angular profile, it measures just 10.7mm thick, plus 2mm for the domed crystal, resulting in a well-proportioned, slim-wearing GMT. The 46mm lug-to-lug keeps it wearable for a wide range of wrists, especially when paired with the new fully brushed 5-link Epsilon bracelet that tapers from 20mm to 16mm and features a push-button clasp with 3 micro-adjustment slots. In keeping with Laurier's commitment to period-correct details, the Hyperion features a domed Hesselite crystal that lends a vintage warmth and gentle distortion reminiscent of mid-century acrylics. A matching bezel insert in a deep Air Force blue and burgundy nods to the bakelite bezels of the original Rolex GMT Master 6542, completing the vintage travel aesthetic. The dial itself is rich with gilt accents, a roulette-style frame date window at the 6 o'clock, and functional two-tone lume, BGW9 blue for local time and C3 green for GMT indicators. Powering the Hyperion is that Miyota 9075 automatic movement, offering an independently adjustable 12-hour hand for true flyer GMT functionality, a 42-hour power reserve, 24 joules, and a smooth 28,800 VPH beat rate. Practical details also include 100 meters of water resistance, a screw-down crown, and a 24-click bidirectional bezel that aligns cleanly for tracking an additional time zone. With the Hyperion, Laurier has built a true GMT that channels the golden age of air travel, combining authentic vintage design with modern durability, all for a very approachable $599 price point. Founded by John Mack after a traumatic experience ruining his beloved 1966 Bulova snorkel while swimming off the coast of Vietnam, Traska emerged in 2018 with a successful Kickstarter campaign. The brand's philosophy centers on creating watches that honor vintage aesthetics while incorporating modern, everyday toughness, timepieces meant to be worn during adventures rather than kept in safes. This small American independent brand has built a devoted following through word of mouth, resonating with enthusiasts who appreciate exceptional craftsmanship without flashy logos or status signaling. The Venturer GMT embodies this ethos perfectly with its travel-focused functionality built around Miyota's celebrated 9075 movement, a true flyer GMT. The compact 38.5mm case balances vintage charm with modern wearability, featuring drilled lugs, polished chamfers, and a modest 46mm lug-to-lug. What truly distinguishes Traska is their proprietary hardening treatment, which transforms standard 316L stainless steel from 200 HV to an exceptional 1200 HV hardness, making both the case and bracelet remarkably resistant to everyday scratches. Rather than a standard external bezel, the Venturer employs an internal rotating 24-hour bezel operated by a globe-adorned crown at the 10 o'clock, providing a cleaner aesthetic while tracking a third time zone. Under the box-style double-domed sapphire crystal, the lacquered dial showcases hand-applied indices, a frame date window at 6 o'clock, and diamond-cut multifaceted hands, all generously filled with Swiss BGW9 Superluminova. Traska regulates each Miyota 9075 movement in 4 positions to achieve -10 plus 20 seconds per day accuracy, which is a 25% improvement over factory specifications. The fully articulating bracelet tapers from 20mm to 16mm and features a thoughtfully engineered, toolless micro-adjustable clasp with 5 positions, while pearlage finishing on the clasp's interior demonstrates Traska's attention to detail. With 150 meters of water resistance, the storily considered GMT represents the same values that launched the brand: vintage inspiration in a package robust enough for real-world adventures, at a price point that delivers exceptional value for true travelers. Paris-based Baltic represents one of the most remarkable micro-brand success stories in recent years. Founded back in 2017 by Etienne Malik as a tribute to his father's watch collection, Baltic also began with a wildly successful Kickstarter campaign that raised over €500,000 from more than 1,000 backers. The Aquascaphe GMT elevates Baltic's dive watch platform with a stylish and functional dual-time complication. Built around a 39mm stainless steel case with a 47mm lug-to-lug and 13mm thickness, including the double-domed sapphire crystal, the watch hits a perfect vintage sweet spot that fits comfortably on a wide range of wrist sizes. What immediately draws the eye is the gorgeous two-tone sapphire insert on the bi-directional 24-click bezel, seen here in a striking orange and navy color combination. The bezel offers crisp, deliberate clicks, giving way to a glossy black dial beneath the double-domed sapphire crystal. The layout remains clean and symmetrical, with raised printed indices, a neatly framed date window at 6 o'clock, and a color-matched orange GMT hand. Superluminova C1 is generously applied across all hands, indices, and bezel numerals for excellent low-light visibility. Unlike the time-only Aquascaphe that uses a Japanese Miyota movement, the GMT variant represents Baltic's first foray into Swiss mechanical territory with the Soprod C125 automatic caliber. This Caller GMT movement operates at 28,800 vibrations per hour and offers 42 hours of power reserve. Baltic provides multiple strap options, including their signature beads of rice bracelet seen here, or comfortable tropic-style rubber strap, while drilled lugs facilitate easy changes. The impressive attention to detail extends to the caseback, which features an engraved world map with time zones, a small but thoughtful flourish at this price point. At $920, the Aquascaphe GMT offers a rare combination of Swiss-made precision, dual-time functionality, and vintage dive watch character at a sub-$1,000 price point. Certina's history stretches back to 1888, when the Kurth brothers established their workshop in Grenchen, Switzerland, but it was their revolutionary double-security DS concept in 1959 that truly defined the brand's identity. This innovative system suspends the movement inside a shock-absorbing rubber ring within the case, symbolized by Certina's iconic turtle logo, representing both robustness and longevity. The DS Action GMT Powermatic 80 carries this heritage proudly into the modern travel watch arena. Building on Certina's impressive testing history, from Himalayan expeditions to NASA's underwater TechTite project, the DS Action GMT combines the brand's legendary toughness with genuine traveler functionality, all at an accessible price point. The 41mm stainless steel case delivers substantial wrist presence with its 49.3mm lug-to-lug measurement, yet it remains immensely comfortable despite its 13.8mm thickness. And thanks to that robust construction, screw-down crown, and screw-down caseback, the DS Action GMT boasts an impressive 200 meters of water resistance, which is significantly higher than most of the dedicated GMT watches. What elevates this Certina above similarly priced competitors is the Powermatic 80.661 movement, ETA C07.661, a true flyer GMT caliber with independently adjustable local hour hands for painless time zone changes during travel. The Swiss-made automatic features an exceptional 80-hour power reserve, a Nivacron balance spring for enhanced anti-magnetic resistance, and remarkable accuracy, aided by its energy-efficient 21,600 VPH beat rate. And Certina gives you a nice shot of the movement through the exhibition caseback. The bidirectional 24-hour bezel features a sapphire-capped insert, combining scratch resistance with rich color and gloss, shown here in the bold blue and red Pepsi variant, but also available in black and green or black and brown with gold accents. The gradient blue dial maintains excellent legibility, featuring applied indices filled with light superluminova that glows blue in darkness, paired with the signature DS Action handset punctuated by a bold red GMT hand. The 3-row stainless steel bracelet features newly added quick-release spring bars and a secure folding clasp with 3 traditional micro-adjustment holes. For the globetrotter seeking Swiss-made true GMT functionality without breaking the bank, the Certina DS Action GMT Powermatic 80 is a fitting continuation of the brand's 60-plus years of DS innovation. British brand Christopher Ward has rapidly evolved from plucky upstart to legitimate horological force since its 2004 founding by Mike France, Peter Ellis, and Chris Ward. The micro brand consistently delivers extraordinary value while developing increasingly sophisticated in-house capabilities, including the newly released and much buzzed about C12 Loco this past week. The C63 Sealander GMT exemplifies this ethos, offering Swiss luxury finishing at a remarkably accessible price point. Drawing inspiration from the Explore GMT archetype, famously used by cavers to track day and night cycles, the 39mm C63 Sealander blends technical capability with refined versatility. The watch measures 45.8mm lug-to-lug and 11.85mm thick, creating an ideal balance between presence and comfort on most wrist sizes. Christopher Ward's signature light catcher case, an ergonomic marvel weighing just 62 grams head only and 157 grams on bracelet, features alternating brushed and polished surfaces that play with light beautifully. And we must say, the Dragonfly blue dial we have on hand is an absolute stunner in person, with its sunray dial shifting from deep navy to electric blue depending on viewing angle. The fixed 24-hour bezel maintains a sleek profile while providing essential GMT functionality, complemented by the eye-catching orange GMT hand that provides perfect contrast against the blue dial. Applied indices feature top-brushed, diamond-polished finishes filled with Superluminova grade X1 BLC1, creating exceptional legibility in all lighting conditions. The date window at 6 o'clock maintains perfect symmetry with a matching white date wheel. Inside beats the reliable Sellita SW330-2 movement, a Caller GMT caliber offering 56 hours of power reserve, 28,800 bph operation, and plus or minus 20 seconds per day accuracy. The exhibition caseback provides a view of Christopher Ward's custom decorated rotor and elaborate grade finishing. The available bracelet option elevates the wearing experience further, with the sporty 3-link Bader bracelet featuring quick release functionality, perfect sizing adjustability, and exceptional comfort. The bracelet tapers elegantly from 20mm to 16mm, enhancing the watch's versatility between dressy and casual settings. With 150 meters of water resistance and finishing that rivals brands costing 3 times as much, the C63 Sealander GMT represents one of our favorite GMTs around the $1,000 price point. Bulova's horological history stretches back to 1875, but few of their designs are as iconic as the original Devil Diver Oceanographer, with its distinctive barrel-shaped case and memorable 666-foot depth rating. The 2023 released Oceanographer GMT takes this vintage classic and gives it a passport, transforming a beloved diver into a capable traveler's companion that maintains all the charm of the original. The 41mm stainless steel cushion case features a unique stacked design where the domed sapphire crystal sits atop the bidirectional bezel, which in turn sits atop the main case. This construction, combined with the relatively short 45.2mm lug-to-lug measurement, helps the watch wear more comfortably than its 14.6mm thickness might suggest. The blue dial version, with red and blue Pepsi 24-hour bezel, offers classic GMT appeal, while the distinctive 3D cylindrical hour markers, the Oceanographer's most recognizable design element, provide unmistakable vintage personality. The Oceanographer employs Miyota's 9075 caliber, with true flyer GMT functionality. The 5-link stainless steel bracelet with fold-over safety clasp feels substantial while maintaining comfort through its 20mm to 18mm taper. Additional features include luminous hands and markers, 200 meters of water resistance, a magnified date window at 3 o'clock via an internal cyclops, and a screw-down crown and caseback. While the MSRP sits at $1,350, the Oceanographer GMT frequently sells for under $1,000, which is exactly why it earns a spot on this guide. So there you have it. Our roundup of the best affordable GMT watches under $1,000, showcasing both Caller and Flyer GMT functionality. Of course, this is by no means a comprehensive list of every great affordable GMT watch out there, and we'd love to hear from you guys. Let us know what caught your eye and what are some of your favorite GMT watches in the comments below. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in next week's video.